Hello, everyone. It's time for Johan English Broadcast. I'm Teacher Lauren. Today, we're going to listen to a story called Cinderella. Let's begin by learning new words. Palace, a beautiful, large house. Fairy, a small being with magical powers. Midnight, 12 o'clock at night. Let's listen to the story now. Are you ready? Here we go. Once upon a time, there was a simple and beautiful girl named Cinderella. She lived with her stepmother and two stepsisters. The stepmother did not like her and made her do all the household work. Her sisters just never had to work. They just roamed around the house in their fancy dresses. They always made fun of Cinderella because of her plain clothes. One day, a letter from the king came to their house, announcing that the king was having a ball, and that his son, the prince, would be choosing a wife, and every girl in the kingdom must come. Everyone in the house was excited to read this, including Cinderella, who wanted to go to the ball too. Her stepmother told her that she could go if she completed all of her work on time and helped her sister with their dresses for the ball. Cinderella worked as fast as she could to get everything done, but there was always something left to do. At last, she was left at home disappointed. Cinderella was so sad that she ran to the garden and said, "Wishes never come true." "Never, my dear?" said a voice. As Cinderella looked up, a little woman with a wand and a kind smile flew in front of her. She was her fairy godmother. She wanted to help Cinderella go to the ball. With a wave of her hand, the fairy godmother made Cinderella look like a princess. She gave her a beautiful new gown, glass slippers, and shiny black horses to reach the ball. Before she left, the fairy godmother said, "This magic will only last until midnight. You must be back home by then." When Cinderella reached the palace, everyone was awestruck by her beauty. She was the prettiest girl at the ball. Even her stepsisters didn't recognize her. The handsome prince also saw her and fell in love with her. All the other girls were jealous of her because the prince danced with her the whole night. Cinderella enjoyed herself so much that she almost forgot what the fairy godmother said about her magic. However, when she saw the time on the clock, she remembered the fairy godmother's words and left the palace. In her hurry, she left one glass slipper inside the castle. The prince picked it up because he had fallen in love with her, and he wanted to find out who she was so he could marry her. The next day, the prince ordered his king's men to go to every house in the land and find the girl whose foot fit the glass slipper. When they reached Cinderella's house, the two stepsisters tried their best to squeeze their big feet into the glass slipper, but they couldn't do it. Finally, when Cinderella tried on the slipper, her foot fit perfectly into it. The prince finally recognized her from the ball. He married Cinderella soon afterwards in a grand ceremony, and they lived happily ever after. Remember, always be kind, forgive others for their wrongdoings, and never let bad things make you sad. I hope you liked our story for today. Goodbye, everyone. See you next time.